Hey guys, and a good foggy day to you. The morning started out here very, very with dense fog. Apparently, just like in Italy, which is so much closer than I thought probably. Um, and it's all, of course, that's all relative to your perspective, right? Yeah. Um, well, there has been some changes. That is, I mean, some improvements, and I'm either that or the show is just getting better. I'm not exactly sure what what it is, but I'm real happy that we're continuing on, and that what I was told is actually being made reality, and that more and more, what I know would happen if the right things did happen is going to happen. That an awful lot of this is just us, will be gravitating to it, I suppose, easily enough. However, I will say it's not like we're not free and clear of bad people. I've received several attacks, on a daily basis. I guess you could call it attacks. I mean, whenever someone assaults you with unwanted energies, that's an attack, isn't it? That's an assault, right? Well, it'll be coming back to them at some point, and with all that they're owed, I don't think that they're going to bear up, or nor do I think their organization is going to bear up as well as they believe. And it would behoove them to just back away, to stop that altogether. But in any case, things do seem to be improving, and consequently, our mindset, our perspective is improving, I think, and it is, we're developing a lot more clarity regarding several different areas, and I'll I will tell you, it's so funny because I can think of something, and then there, whoa, look at this, within 8 hours or 12 hours or 2 days or whatever, there's somebody trying to do a video on it, saying like, oh well, there's nothing that you can offer, or maybe it's a form of saying, hey, we appreciate you or something. I don't know, but uh, a lot of the prophetic word people, you know, uh, I'm going to put up a, video, and I should get the title of it. I wonder if I've got that handy. Hold on a sec. Okay. The title of the video that I saw, uh, which I think an awful lot of the prophetic word people should take a look at it. And, and there's some people from a couple of the mega churches might want to take a look at it too. But it's called Spot a Witch Fast 10 Shocking Signs You're Dating One. And it's on a channel called Alicia Bradley. Um, Came out only 21 hours ago. And so she basically lines out all these different things about how they're very intentional and they're always about manifesting and visualization and journaling and this and that and everything. I'm like, yep, that's what it seems like to me. And in other words, while they're doing it in the context of, speaking of God and using Bible verses and these kinds of things, they're still trying to make things happen. And that's what they're talking about whenever they're talking about manifesting. Okay, whenever I originally used that word, I don't know, many couple decades, like 15 years ago or something, I was talking about manifesting, right? I was talking about what I was and or was becoming and or was showing up in the world as. Okay? It wasn't about manifesting my will in the objective reality. I wasn't trying to do that. I only began speaking about things recently. Okay? So, what you're doing whenever you're saying, you're a Christian and you're using passages from the Bible to justify all this witchcraft that you're doing, basically, which is you're still a witch. You're still that. You're still um, you're not a priestess. You're a witch. That's all it is. You're doing stuff to manifest your will over others, and or to manipulate energies and or the reality itself. And that's where you get into trouble. It's all about your will. And of course that it's just you can look around and see the results of it in the story. I mean, I don't know the real world from this one, but I'm sure it's I don't know what we're talking about on the television if it's not the effects in the real world and what they're. But then again, maybe it's all personalized. All I know is the world that I'm being shown and the effects of what's happened suggests that yeah, we've reached um, that point where it's just cleanup action now. That we just have to go through the motions to bring it to the end, so that we end correctly. That's what it sounds like. But yet still, I hear happy looking things talking about futures and a life where you can have anything and everything you ever wanted or something. But it seems like except for the things that you actually did want. See, that's what I'm saying. The things that seem to matter most to me is exactly what I was denied and taunted by. But yet here at this point, we're supposed to be like still interested in the world, even though we're looking around going, well, apparently there's no relationships to be had, and it's just the light and the dark, which means there's, I guess it's time to go ahead and finish that separation and go on home, because that's what basically the separation is about, and how it manifests, how the separation manifests, how the end manifests. I do believe is you going your way and I'm going my way, and you didn't listen to us, and goodbye, bye bye now, because it's like it all seems very much related to the exact same mistakes that were all the story that I'm seeing. The world story and the environment story that they're talking about. It's like, well, why would anybody want to live in that world? The same reason why we're talking about, like, well, why does a man want to get with a woman? And, especially these modern women, as they call them. And the problem, of course, it all goes back to the same things. And that's why I look at it and I'm like, well, there might be day girls, well, but anyway, the whole thing is like looks to me as though all that's happening, and it's something that can't be stopped at this point because of how it was played out, all the hostility and everything. That it's the process is actually the separation of all these things and them being put back into their proper places. I guess it would be the accounting is what is happening and is going to be happening. This whole thing of a dream life and having anything and everything you want. It's just we're so silly, to think of whenever it's like, well, what do you mean a dream life whenever all that meant anything in the life is gone and that can't be recovered and it can't be replaced unless, of course, we have a complete, total new understanding. We, I will say, have been going through a few breakthroughs, I think, and our perspective is changing in different areas. And, but that's all because of what's been happening and what we were promised being made true. So, yeah, is hope dead? No, hope's not dead. It's just a hope for a bunch of these different things just seems to be like, well, it's comes from an uneducated place. And once you get educated on these things, you're like, well, no, I don't want to suffer for any reason. I don't want to be used as a sacrifice or have to fight anybody's demons or pay for their sins or any of that. No, I don't. No, not one little teeny tiny bit. Thanks very much, but no, thank you. No, no, no. Yeah, we just want to keep on moving up. Keep on moving up like we were told we were going to, and become completely and totally inaccessible to energetically, spiritually, to all these that we've been wanting to be inaccessible to, all that we've rejected and renounced and rebuked, and all of those that is disloyal, and because I mean, hey, you can't have people on your ship that's disloyal, right? I mean, this is not something that works out correctly. As far as I am concerned, my opinion is it just doesn't work unless, of course, you've got them under lock and key, under guard 24/7, perhaps, to make sure that they don't do anything wrong to your ship. But past that, no, it's we're just going to keep on going as we're going, like it's been happening, because it's improvement. And we thank you very much, very, very, very much for because from what I understand, there's stories out there that um, we have benefactors, and I would tell you that those people are my true friends. Those are the ones that actually do care. You know, they're the kind that can bless you without cursing you. In other words, they probably more like day folk. You know, people that don't have anger or have a real good handle on what little they do have, because they matured and they understood that um, having a temper is not what you call evolved. So thanks so much, guys. God love you for all that you're doing. And I'm just going to stop for now. You know what? I'm going to make a video on the dating thing that I've been watching recently. But it'll probably be about. See, I think it all goes back to the same stuff, basically. And but anyway, all right. Thanks very much. And we're going to try to continue on. And yeah, um, we're feeling that. We're feeling that the plan is working, and that it will come together naturally at some point. Real soon, it'll just be automatic. Thanks again.